Hey girlies, it's Tammy, so I'm back at you with another video today, and today we're going to be testing out quite a lot of new makeup I have received. As you can see, I'm starting barefaced today. I haven't even got moisturiser on because I have a new moisturiser to try. I also just want to start by putting on this Pixi Skin Treats Nourishing Lip Polish, which looks like this. I use this every day before I start my makeup. It just like exfoliates the lips as well as giving lip balm at the same time. I love this treatment. So I don't know if you can see, but on the top of the applicator it has like little raised kind of bumps, so as you run it over the lips it's meant to take off any dead skin on your lips, and it actually tastes really nice, by the way. So you squeeze the lip balm out and then you just rub it along your lips and it kind of exfoliates your lips, getting the dead skin off. So of course once you're finished you want to wipe off the applicator because it is now full of your dead skin basically. So although I have tons of new products, I don't have new everything, so it's not going to be a full face. It's going to be like 90% new, but a couple items will be the same. So first let's start with moisturiser. So I got a package from Charlotte Tilbury. Thank you so much to the PR team over at Charlotte Tilbury. So I got this all year hydrating summer tint moisturiser. I hope it doesn't have colour, but yeah, this is what it looks like. So this is what the bottle looks like, really pretty, really high end, of course, because Charlotte Tilbury is high end. So I'm going to squeeze some onto my hand first so we can see what's happening. Okay, so it is white. Okay, so I'm blending it out and I can see tons of little, what is that? Okay, let's do a bigger square of this. So this is how it starts. Then as I rub it out, it feels like it's got mini exfoliating particles in it. Like, it doesn't feel soft and smooth, it actually feels rather gritty. I'm a bit nervous now. But hey, it's a testing video, let's test this out. So I'm just gonna start with like a dot on each cheek. Okay, so let's rub this in. It is turning colour. It doesn't feel as gritty on the face. I can't feel any gritty particles on the face. It was just on the hand really, I suppose. It doesn't smell like perfume or anything. Okay, that definitely has colour. I am grey right now. I'd have to use this a bit more to get a final verdict on it, but it feels okay on the skin. It just doesn't look right. Okay, so moving on to foundation. I also have some new Charlotte Tilbury foundations. Thank you so much, Charlotte Tilbury, once again. So I have the shade 9 Dark and the shade 10 Dark. So let's open these up. Okay, so on the back of the foundation it says a full coverage demi matte long lasting foundation enriched with hyaluronic acid, Larasil, and the concentrated power of vitamin C. Skin is moisturized, dewy, and pores are minimized. Okay, let's try it out. So here we have shade 9 and then here we have shade 10. So I think I would be a mix of both. This is too dark, this is too light, so I'm gonna mix both of them. But before I go in with this, I'm gonna do color correction like usual. And for color correction I like to use the Makeup Forever cream contour kit. I use the orange and this shade down here, but this is practically empty, so I'm just gonna use the orange today and quickly dab that over my dark spots. Okay, so I'm gonna take a pump of the shade 10, and that is what shade 10 looks like. And then I'm gonna take a pump of shade 9 as well. And then that is shade 9 up here. So let me show you. Yeah, so I would definitely have to mix them both. It feels pretty thick going on the skin, like it's not a runny foundation. This is the thing with trying new stuff, guys. You don't really know how much you need and what the coverage is like, what the color is like. I don't know how this is gonna turn out. Okay, so I'm gonna start with a brush, and if I need to, I'll go in with a sponge. God, I hope this color is right. It smells like something, but I don't know what it is. It's not a pleasant smell, but it's not too unpleasant either. It kind of reminds me of like sterile something, like medicine, you know, when you go into, it actually smells like some form of antiseptic cream. That's what it smells like. The coverage is pretty good and the color is okay. It is drying down to a demi matte finish like it said, but the coverage is definitely not full. It's definitely medium. Okay, so the verdict is in on the foundation. Well, my first initial impressions of it. I love the way it dries down. I'm not a fan of the coverage. It could do with, you know, a bit more coverage, especially for the amount of pumps I put on. Also, the shade selection is not ideal. I feel like from this to be 9 and this to be 10, like there needs to be a shade in between, because this is such a big jump in terms of color. I mean, these foundations are £30 each, so if I needed to mix to get a shade, that means I've spent £60 on these 2 bottles of foundation. Personally, I'm not loving it, but I'm not hating it. I mean, it's okay, but then when you put the price tag on it for £30, me personally, I wouldn't pay £30 for this, just because I prefer full coverage foundations, because I have a lot of scarring on my face, as you would have seen. So this is definitely for medium. If you have flawless kind of skin, or maybe 1 or 2 scars, not as many scars as me, then you might just like this foundation, especially the way it dries down to a demi matte finish. Okay, so next we're moving on to brows, and I have a couple new products from Eyelure to try out. So they have a brow pomade, and they sent me the shade number 10 dark brown. They also have a brow pencil, and this is number 20 mid brown. And then they also sent me a brow luminizer, which has a matte and shimmer dual-ended highlighter pencil. So we'll try this out. I'm going to start with the pencil, and then I'll try the brow pomade to fill the eyebrow out. So it has the brow pencil on one side and then a spoolie on the other side, and I love eyebrow pencils that have a spoolie. So let's try this. I personally like my brows a bit darker than this, but as for the actual pencil, it's not super stiff. It is not too creamy either. It is kind of like a nice pencil, I suppose. I just prefer my eyebrows a little bit darker. These pencils are perfect for anyone that has very full, thick brows, but you just want to fill in a couple hairs. I feel like because I have, you know, very little amount of brows, I have to fill in quite a lot, so I do like to use brow pomades for that. So next I'm going to take the Eyelure brow pomade in the shade number 10 dark brown. It looks like this, and when you open it, this is the color. Okay, so it's not stiff, it is kind of very creamy. I feel like you don't need a lot of this brow pomade. Yeah, this color is a lot better for me. I prefer this. I can tell already that it's darker. Oh, and this brow pomade glides on like a dream. You literally need the smallest amount. I definitely recommend the pomade. Is a huge thumbs up from me. I will be using this from now on. Okay, so next we're moving on to eyes. I don't have a new primer, so I'm just gonna stick with my NYX eyeshadow base in the shade Skin Tone. And I'm gonna set it with my usual Sacha powder. I do have a new powder to try, but I don't want to try it just yet. I'm going to try it underneath my eyes. Okay, so for eyeshadow today, we're going to be trying the I Heart Makeup I Heart Chocolate Bar Palette. This is the original chocolate bar palette that they came out with, and I literally have not tried it once. I've seen loads of people rave about it. I think it came out the same time as the Death by Chocolate palette, and I decided to go with that one rather than this one, and I never really picked this one up. So let's give it a try. So this is the front of it. It's like a normal milk chocolate palette, and then this is the inside. So I do, oh, drop the names. I do believe this is a dupe for the original Too Faced chocolate. Oh, I have it, let me get it. Okay, so here we have the original Too Faced chocolate bar palette. Let's put them side by side. So the Too Faced one smells like chocolate, and the I Heart Makeup one does not smell like chocolate. So here we have them side by side. They are pretty spot on with like a couple shades swapped. For example, these 2 shades here are swapped. Apart from that, everything else is pretty spot on. So yeah, they are dupes. Let me know if you would want to see a comparison video. Okay, so the first shade I'm going to start with is this neutral tone brown right here, and it is called, so this shade's called One More Piece, and I'm going to start with that shade in the crease. Whoa, I did not expect that because it looks so much lighter in the pan. Okay, let's hope I can blend this out. They blend like a dream. So I'm just gonna build that up in the crease. Oh wow, did not expect this shade to be so dark. Then next I'm gonna go into this kind of deeper brown down here, still of a like neutral kind of tone, and it is matte as well, and I'm also gonna build this up in the crease. Oh, and that shade is called Pleasure Girl. Wow. This brown is a lot more kind of warmer toned actually on the eye. Okay, so far I've only got 2 eyeshadows on my eye and it looks so deep and dark, which I absolutely love. If you watch my channel, you know I love that. So next I'm going to build up the outer V with this dark kind of greenish brown over here, and it's called Stolen Chocolate. So I'm just going to keep this colour right on the outer V. That is really dark. Whoa. Okay, so for my lid colours today, I'm going to take these 2 colours right here, and they are called Smooth Criminal and Chocolate Love. So I'm going to put this on the inner kind of third and then this on the centre of the eye. Wow, that was one dip in. They are so pigmented. So I'm going to tap this onto the, and this is not even wet. Wow. I'm going to tap this onto just the centre first. This colour is gorgeous. It's like a deep goldish bronze, really nice, with a hint of brown. And then on my inner corner I'm going to take the shade Chocolate Love. The eyeshadows are gorgeous, they are very pigmented, plus the palette is only what, £7.99, super cheap, very affordable. Great, you know, kind of alternative if you don't have the money for the Too Faced one. So I don't have a new eyeliner to test, so I'm just going to do my eyeliner off camera quickly. And this foundation on my nose is getting on my nerves. I keep having to pat it down because it seems like, I don't know what's happening, but it just keeps bringing out those white things. I don't know. Now that is a big ass swing. I don't have a new mascara, but I have been loving my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. Okay, so I'm going to quickly apply my lashes off camera and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm liking how it has turned out so far. My eyebrows, my eyes, they both look good to me. Of course, I'm going to clean up the wing when I do concealer, which is actually right now. So I do have a new concealer from Milani. It is called Retouch and Erase Light Lifting Concealer, and it looks like that. It has a sponge at the top, and this is the shade 06 Deep Honey. So it says it's meant to light lifting concealer, conceals dark circles, covers spots, blemishes and imperfections, brightens and revitalizes. So let's give it a try. Okay, so I've just swatched a bit on my hand because I wanted to see the color. The color looks okay. I mean, it's got a yellow undertone, which is perfect. I'm not sure about this applicator though. I wouldn't blend it in with this. I mean, it is tiny and it would take forever, but for applying it, I mean, it's okay. It's not the softest applicator, it's actually quite hard. It's doing the job, I suppose. And because of the shape of the applicator, I can't clean up my wing, so I'm going to have to go in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal to clean up the wing, but we're going to use the Milani concealer under the eyes. I feel like the applicator like sucks up a lot of product and it doesn't let a lot of product come onto my face, so I feel like I have to use double the product because the sponge is, you know, sucking up the other half. And clean up my wing like that. Then I'm going to take my sponge. This one is from Blank Canvas Cosmetics, and I'm just going to begin. I feel like that side has dried down very, very fast compared to this side. So let me blend this out before I can't. Yeah, it still blends okay. I like the color. Coverage is pretty good. Okay, so I feel like that concealer blended flawlessly. It looks gorgeous. I like the color. The shade is not too bright for me. It's quite a nice kind of yellow undertoned concealer. I don't like it as much as my LA Girl Pro Concealer. Sorry about the dog in the background. Stupid neighbor, he barks every day. We're just gonna have to carry on. So yeah, I like the color, I like the coverage. It's a really nice concealer. I don't like it as much as my LA Girl Pro Conceal, but it is a nice concealer, and if you are looking into it, it's worth it in my opinion. It has dried down actually without needing to set it. I haven't set it yet, but it looks kind of demi matte. I would still set it, of course, so it doesn't end up melting and sliding all over my face, but it looks pretty good. Okay, so next I have a new setting powder to try. This is by Pixi by Petra, and it is called the Quick Fix Powder Translucent Setting Powder. Now, I'm not quite sure how I feel about the word translucent because it almost never is, but we're gonna give it a try. So this is what it looks like. Twist off clear jar and remove seal before use. Okay, it comes with a puffer sponge right here that doesn't come off, so I think you're meant to Okay, let's see how you're meant to do this. You twist off the sponge. Okay, and you dip it in and dab it on. Okay, I accidentally got up. Okay, there's a seal. Okay, so what I think you're meant to do is unseal that, of course, shake up the powder will go into this, and then you tap this onto your face. Do I really want to try it and mess up my makeup? That's the question I'm asking myself right now. Okay, we're gonna try it. That's what we're here for, trying. So I'm gonna take off this little seal. How do I know when the powder's in the sponge? Okay, I'm pressing it and there's kind of powder coming out. Okay, so we're gonna now press this onto my face. How do I know it's working? Okay, there's the powder. So I suppose it is kind of translucent. I'm just gonna tap it everywhere. Please be translucent. So I'm gonna kind of just tap it on. This would be good for on the go. Like, you know when you get a tiny bit oily, you just need to tap something quick. That would be really good. But you can't get under the eyes with this too well. Like to the creasing spots. Wouldn't it be funny if this is not translucent and I come out of here looking like a ghost? I just want to know, how do you stop the powder coming out so that you can, you know, blend this in? But I don't think you can. I'm gonna have to take my normal face powder brush and let's blend this in. Let's see how this goes. Ooh. Okay, hold on. There's a tiny bit of a cast. A tiny, ever so slightly. Or am I just dreaming? It looks okay. In real life, it looks really, really flawless. It has mattified my skin really, really well. I just could not get underneath my eyes, so the concealer has creased quite a bit underneath there because I need to like bake with a proper sponge. I'm gonna quickly go set my under eyes using the Sacha Buttercup Light Powder, which is coming to Superdrug online very soon. Okay, so my final verdict on this Pixi by Petra kind of quick fix powder, translucid. What's translucid? I thought it was translucent. Okay, well, yeah, it's called a quick fix powder, which makes me think they kind of designed it for on the go. Like, you get a bit oily, you touch up. So for that purpose, I definitely recommend this. It works, you know, just as a quick touch up. I would say carry an extra brush with you to kind of blend that white bit away. But the actual product itself, I like the way it sits on my skin. There's no actual white cast to it. The more I look at my skin, I think I was kind of hallucinating the first time. Yeah, I like the finish of it. Definitely recommend this if you need to touch up on the go, like if you're an oily person, for example. I actually really like the way my skin looks today. It looks really, really like flawless. Quickly add some mascara on my bottom lash line. Okay, so we are near the end. I've got a couple more products to try out, and one of them is contour. So I went to the Makeup Revolution headquarters, which is amazing. Yeah, can you believe I'm so lucky and blessed? And I got to pick out a few things that I, you know, want to restock on, because I do work for the brand. If you don't know, I make videos on their own channel, so of course I need products to work with. So yeah, I decided to try this, which is the Ultra Sculpt and Contour Ultra Light Medium CO4. So it is light medium, but when I was looking at it, the highlights look really good for my skin. The contour, or the bronzer as they've called it, looks okay. I don't know, we'll see if it works today. So this is what it looks like. I believe this is like £3.50, really, really affordable. And once I showed this on my Instagram story, I got a couple of DMs saying that you guys love this. One girl said she's on her third one, so I'm expecting good things. So I'm going to use this brush, which I got from my eBay set, and I'm going to start with the bronzer. I mean, it is showing up very, very subtle. It's one of those bronzers that I could go, you know, ham with, and I wouldn't have to, oh, wait. Okay, it's building up from side to side. Yeah, it's definitely buildable, so you can make it work. Well, if you're my skin tone, you can. Just want to clean that up a bit, because I've gone a bit crazy with that, thinking it wouldn't show up too much. But yeah, if you are looking into that bronzer and you are my skin tone, clearly it shows up. If anything, it is more of a contour than a bronzer. I didn't expect it to actually show up this well, but yeah, definitely love this, especially because of the price, £3.50, and you get 2 highlighters in here. Let me swatch them for you. I won't be using them on my face today because I do have another highlighter to try out, but here are the swatches. They seem very subtle actually. They're both more of a satin finish. If you can see, they're not overly shimmery, but they're not matte either. They are more of like a satin sheen. Okay, so the highlight I want to try today is the new Gosh Highlight Strobe and Glow Kit. This is relatively new. I think they released it like a month ago maybe. It comes with 4 highlighters. I did go to their launch event recently, and they said like this one is a duochrome. It looks white in the pan, but it is like a pinky lilac thing. Then we have like a light champagne color, then we have a light gold, and then we have a bronze over here. So a shade to suit every single skin tone. Let me give them a swatch for you. Oh, it actually shows up pink on me rather than ice. So there are the 4 shades swatched. They look really good actually. I really want to try the pinky one, but it won't go with my look today, so I'm most likely going to go with this one, the light gold. Maybe mix it with a little bit of the bronzy gold as well, but definitely the 3rd one. Okay, so it's definitely more of a glow from within. It is definitely not blinding highlight. There's no glitter to it. It's more of a sheen. There's no glitter at all. It's nice to wear for an everyday highlight, you know, when you don't want to go out and, you know, bling bling from everywhere. It's a nice subtle everyday highlight, I suppose. So next I'm going to go in with my Fix It spray from Sacha. I went to the Sacha launch event because, like I said, they are launching on Superdrug online, not in store yet, just online. So you should be able to get the Sacha Fix It spray. This says it instantly sets makeup for all skin types. Ooh. Oh, it smells nice. Quite a powerful spritz. I can't even say it. Spritz. So you might want to spray further. Yeah, that's a lot better. Stretch your arm out fully, then spray it so it's not so strong, but it smells really good. Yeah, I feel like that has just settled the highlighter into my skin a bit more. It's still not blinding, of course, as you can see, but it's definitely there. There is a glow there. So if you are into like an everyday subtle look, I definitely recommend the Gosh, what is it called? Strobe and Glow Kit. Okay, so last but not least, for lips, I have the new and improved formula of the Makeup Revolution Retro Luxe Matte Lip Kit. I have the shade Noble, and I also have the shade Glory. I'm feeling to try Glory because it is a really deep dark brown, which I think would go gorgeous with this look, so I'm just going to use Glory today. So the old formula was a bit sticky and it did not dry down all the way, so let's see how the new formula goes. And if you don't know, I love these lip liners from Makeup Revolution. I keep asking them to bring it out like separately by itself, so hopefully someone's listening to me. And I also got a DM from someone saying they don't know how to sharpen it. Literally just put it in the hole and twist it. So I filled out my whole lips using the lip liner. Now let's go in with the new formula liquid lipstick. It feels more liquidy than, you know, the other one was kind of moussey liquid. Okay, so I'm not gonna press them together. I'm just gonna let it dry. Okay, so it seems to be drying down. I can see patches that are dry and patches that are wet, and it's only been like 30 seconds. It looks like 99% dry now, and it's only been like, I'd say 40 seconds to a minute. It hasn't been too long, so that's good. There's no stickiness at all, like it's completely dry. You can never do that with the last one. Your lips would completely stick together. Wow, okay. Let's do kiss proof. Nothing. Okay, so the new formula dries completely, like no stick at all. It feels really good. It feels like any other liquid lipstick on the market. It looks fully opaque. I would say apply the lipstick, don't press your lips together because it will, you know, separate or whatever. Wait till it dries and then you can press your lips together, but it looks gorgeous, full opacity, very, very comfortable on my lips right now, but then again it's only just gone on. Probably an hour from now it will probably start to feel dry, but I don't know because it's my first time trying it on my lips. Yeah, I'm really happy with the new formula. So the new formula, if you can get your hands on it, it's a thumbs up. It's gorgeous. So overall, I like how my makeup has turned out today with the brown smoky and the brown lip. I like how this makeup looks. There's not one product today that I used that I completely dislike. Like, I like everything that I used today, which is a surprise. I like the eyebrow stuff, I like the eyeshadow palette, I like the face stuff, I like the lipstick. There was nothing today, thank God, that I did not or absolutely hated. It all worked out pretty well for me, so I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Maybe you want to go ahead and try something new now. So if you did like this video and found it helpful, please go ahead, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any videos from me, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.